had a student named Trayvon. The brightest boy in his first grade class. He's respectful, soft-spoken, 6 years old. I wonder if he's been told. I wonder if he's been told that last year a boy with his same name was gunned down for what he'll someday be, a black man in America. I wonder how he'll feel the day he learns a neighborhood watch turned neighborhood cop stood proudly at the point of intersection between the power of his privilege and the power of his pistol and looked into the pleading eyes of a boy with the stature of a man, and rather than waiting for police, solved it with his own hands. I wonder why this is nothing new. Same thing always in the news. The curious cases of Kendrick Johnson, Jordan Davis, Oscar Grant, Rakia Boyd. There was Amadou Diallo, Sean Bell, Rodney King. Two different coasts, but the same damn thing. The responsible acquitted, no fault admitted, outrage labeled as riots. You expected us to stay quiet? They say society's post-racial, but we're still judged based on our facial characteristics. Just consider the statistics of the NYPD. Bounty hunters in blue, the most harassed look like me, though most New Yorkers look like you. Fill that 250 quota at the community's expense, then it's no wonder when your ties with targeted people turns tense. Every suspect is a blackmail, and posting up gets you blackmailed, and standing up gets you shot down. Just ask our past leaders why they're not around. Our black boys are marked men, so there's an X on their chest where an S should be, and a target on their backs that no one can see. It's no wonder that the most patriotic we'll ever be is addressing the flashing flag reflected in our rearview mirrors. Stars and bars in a light bulb, what's the big idea? The red, white, and blue leaves us red-eyed and bruised, but they'll deny the abuse because our skin conceals truth. You see, melanin can mask bruises, so it's easy to find excuses when your accusers lack proof and the judges are aloof and there's police in their pockets, so black boys fill their dockets. Far too young must our boys be told about the black male code. Be aware of your surroundings, keep your hands visible, make no sudden movements, don't give them a reason. They'll see conflict in your complexion, mistake your wallet for a weapon. They'll somehow feel threatened when you reach for your keys, or in Trayvon's case, your Skittles or your tea. Experience teaches them how to make non-blacks feel at ease in their presence. Speak clearly amongst your peers, make eye contact with that stranger, smile at the store owner, feign and force friendliness to make it known you come in peace so you don't wind up in pieces. America drains you of your power all while reminding you of your pigment, so brown boys grow up to be invisible men with chips on their shoulders from their backs bearing boulders. They don't even try to disguise that you're still just little more than half a man in their eyes. Those 3/5 are comprised of only the worst aspects of masculinity, despite a woman's attempt to make you whole, so she'll be left with 1/5 after feeding your soul. Rarely recognized is the role of loving black men, our fathers and brothers, friends and lovers. Being your woman comes with worry. You walk out the door, we're scared you won't make it back, for someone's irrational fear may merit an attack. For his own murder, guilty a young man was found. Should we just sit around while you stand your ground? When that verdict came down, our dignity fell too. Looked at the black men in our lives and thought that could have been you. For us, this ruling reminds us of how far we have to go. Our inferiority displayed on the international stage in case the rest of y'all didn't know. For them, this ruling says he was justified. And if you find yourself in the same position, feel free to take that black man's life. Aside from my present day loves, I'm scared for my someday sons. Scared the joy of their births will be tainted by my fears from day one. He'll be swaddled in my stress and cloaked in my concern, innocently unaware of just how much he'll have to learn about the world and his race and all that he'll face. So when I bear Malcolm's X, I'll stare into the eyes of my firstborn brown baby boy and think, how could they fear you? How will we rear you? They couldn't come near you in my womb, but one snip of this lifeline and I'll see a tomb on every street corner. Was it your lifeline or we? He snips you free, and now a part of me lives absentee, and I'm forever forced to bear the burden of bearing the shield to protect you from patriarchy and poverty and prejudice and prison and all the other things we never envisioned for your future. I'll carry you in a bubble in my belly, then move that bubble to my back like Atlas, but no map could mark the right path for this quest or all the questions that would come with it. So I'll turn cartographer and create my own. I'll note the bronze landscape of your limbs, the sienna ridge of your spine, the mahogany hills of your cheeks, the ebony oceans of your eyes. I'll count the curls on your head and wonder if I'm counting future birthdays instead. I'll count your perfect fingers and toes and wonder if they represent the most candles you'll ever blow. 20. Which with one added for good luck only equals 19. And unfortunately this math doesn't seem unrealistic because I've seen many brown boys turn into statistics. No Jimmy Cap when they enter that curl, but throw hoodies up when they enter the world so they'll multiply but fall before they ever climb the wall to adulthood. And I wonder if you'll be destined from the moment of your conception to adopt a media scent mindset that's too flawed and too skewed and too packed. A message that makes you hate the lady who made you, baby, or maybe I'll be able to protect you from that too. Even Ponyboy predicted nothing gold could stay, so for outsiders on that day, their sun will stay golden, but my sun will turn brown. My sun with his crown will turn my world upside down. He'll give a new meaning to the word heliocentrism because he'll be my center, my prism, my sun with an O, my sun with a U, my cosmic shift all dressed up in blue. I'll forever orbit your axis and know that this is not quite what Galileo saw through that telescope.